I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Jackson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss.
Jackson's.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of
not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On a 48-yard punt, give them 9, though, on the return. And the Patriots take over
at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Complete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Ravens. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. John Simon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Dante Hightower on the stop. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Jackson now on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
A gain of
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Patriots 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st and 10 at the 42.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time.
And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Newton.
Looking for Reagor again. This time he's got it.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 23. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And now he'll tuck it and run. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
On the stop.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A 50-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On the play. And the Ravens.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Back to Brown, this time complete.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson will throw again.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Down, Ravens.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14. Patriots nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
first and
So
goal.
not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Jackson on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
To J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Intended for Willie Snead.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's third down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw is Jackson on 3rd and 2. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Again, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards. So rush comes, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Tucker with the extra point. Nothing.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. to Newton and take him down for the sack. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Newton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
On the keeper.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Throwing again. Newton. Flushed out right. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Rolling to his right. A throw right side caught by Keene. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
2 yards.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. He may try and run for this. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Damiere Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Queen on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's complete, James White. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
43-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing the Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
At the 45-yard line.
Second and 11 now. And it's incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Dobbins. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Brings up 4th and goal.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.